Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me is Jordan. We've got a video coming through today. It's a bit of a shock video. I was like, seeing these rumours flying around, and I was like, what are these rumours all about, innit? So, you know, we dig deep, and then we thought we need to talk about this situation. And it's the Raheem Sterling and Frankie de Jong swap deal. Now, before we get into this bizarre rumour, we're going to set a like target, go for 1,000 likes. So please give us a thumbs up, helps the channel grow. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And go check out our sponsor, which is today, Ultimate Fan app.
This video is sponsored by Ultimate Fan. Ultimate Fan have a free app where you can be in with a chance of winning money every week. You open packs every week and build your Ultimate Premier League team. Think Fantasy Premier League / Ultimate Team. The person with the most points in that game week can win up to £1,500. Tweet us your teams at #CXUltimateFan. Shout out to Ultimate Fan for the sponsor.
Yeah, so go check out the Ultimate Fan app. It's free to download, and it's a sick app, and it helps support the channel. Right, Ray. Well, what is this rumour, first of all? Like, I mean, I kind of get it, right? I mean, Sterling's in the last year of he was going to be in the last year of his contract. He's only got 1 year left at the end of this year.
Yeah.
No signs of a deal being signed. His form has been mainly down, although obviously he did have a really good 15, 20 minutes the other day back on the right wing where we want to see him. Fernandinho's obviously leaving at the end of the year, so we know why the rumours are coming. I mean, it all makes sense, but you know, let's talk about the Raheem Sterling deal to Barcelona first of all. Is that something that can actually happen?
I mean, because he's in the last year of his contract, yeah, pretty much, because he'd be very cheap for them, and that's something that they can pretty much give him a get out of jail card, isn't it? Because if he had longer time on his contract, then City would be retaining their market value of Sterling, which I imagine would be really high because he's probably one of the most marketable footballers in football despite his form.
Yeah.
So because of his last year contract, probably get him on the cheap. But I think maybe this is why this is coming out now, because now City are going to be looking at the situation going, right, well, if he's not signed a contract, we need to sort this out. Mm-hmm. So if we can then kind of retain a bit of value in Sterling and then get a player of Barcelona's who's City rate, it kind of, all parties would be happy because we're not going to end up losing him on the cheap or on a free. And in return, we're getting a quality player from Barcelona and they get a quality player in Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, I mean, Frankie de Jong's got a long contract still. I think he's contracted to like 2026, so he's not in the same position as Sterling. I think the rumour that I saw said it's Sterling plus a little bit of cash, 20 million or something like that for de Jong, and I think that's purely due to the contract situation. I think. Look, I'm looking at Frankie de Jong now. Is this a player that I really want at the football club? I mean, maybe. I mean, the fact is, we're going to have to replace Fernandinho in the summer, right? So if we can get a deal like this, if we can get a player like Frankie de Jong in the team for the cost of a player who is leaving anyway because of his contract situation and maybe doesn't want to be at the club anymore, that's pure speculation, by the way, plus we have to spend 20 million, then you can start to see why this deal becomes attractive to City. My major issue with this deal isn't necessarily the player coming in or the player going out, because I like Sterling, but if he wants to leave, let him leave. I like Frankie de Jong. If he wants to come City. My main concern is if we do end up going for this deal, which, you know, still unlikely in my opinion, are we doing it for the right reasons? I.e., are we getting Frankie de Jong because we want Frankie de Jong, or are we getting him because Barcelona want want Raheem Sterling, but they can't afford him, so they just offer him one of their, you know, I mean,
so like consolation kind of thing, like, we'll take him, not like we want him. But then I look at that and I kind of think of like the situation at City. I know Gundogan, I mean, he's getting on a little bit. Is he 31 now or something like that? 30-31. Gundogan's getting into that side of it. I know Rodri's absolutely slamming. Fernandinho I presume will be leaving at the end of this year. Yeah. I'll go into maybe a coaching role. I don't know, but he won't be at the club anyway. In the role that he's playing now. So in midfield, you kind of think, I know we've got Jack Grealish and that to replace Bernardo, but Bernardo hopefully will stay. So I kind of think if Gundogan's coming towards the end of it and we can go get Frankie de Jong in, I feel like that it'd be very good for City, because there was a few years ago we was rumoured to be linked with Frankie de Jong.
We were, yeah,
heavily linked with Frankie de Jong. I think, but his price was quite big at that time as well. And I actually I really like him. I actually really like him as a footballer. I think he's a good player. I think he would smash it in a Pep Guardiola side, and I think he'd do well. But I see where you're coming from with are we doing it for the right reason, or are we doing it basically just to get rid of Raheem Sterling?
Yeah, because basically, but the situation is, the reason why this whole switch situation has come is because, as you probably know, Barcelona don't have any money at the moment and they want Raheem Sterling. I think this is quite common knowledge. Pep Guardiola was asked for it and basically, in my opinion, said if he wants to go there, he can go there. Barcelona's still a sick place to go. So if Barcelona want a player, they've got no money, they're either asking for loans. Well, you're not going to get Sterling in a loan on the last year of his deal. That's just ridiculous. Or you're going to have to do some sort of player swap deal. They can get Frankie de Jong off the books, they can get a little bit of cash in, and they can get a good player coming in. My only other concern, and the last concern that I'm going to raise about this deal, is when Fernandinho leaves, in my head, I kind of want a Fernandinho replacement. Like, you know, someone who is in the mould of Fernandinho, because we got Rodri. Rodri's a great possession player. He's winning a lot of interceptions, and he can read the game very, very well, and he's really good on the ball. I think that, and I don't know whether I'm right in saying this, and this is something that you guys can answer in the comment section below, is do we actually need like a ball winner? You know, like the Kante type of winner. So then we have a little bit of a difference, because otherwise, are Frankie de Jong and Rodri a little bit too similar? I know Frankie de Jong might have a little bit better like passing and stuff. Like, I mean, I'm talking like dink over and that. But are they a little bit too similar, bro? That's my other concern about this deal.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think if he was to play, if he was to come to Manchester City, you'd probably see Rodri and this guy in the same team most of the time.
That is I think massive double pivot, that, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think he'd be playing in the Gundo role. Do you know how like Gundo Rodri, every time we used to see that used to be a double pivot.
Yeah.
But I think he'd play the Gundo role as opposed to like someone playing the Bernardo Silva role.
Yeah.
I think that's how we'd see Frankie de Jong deployed into this Manchester City side, less defensive and more using his attacking abilities, and that's how we'd see it. And that's why, if he did come, I wouldn't really label him as a Fernandinho replacement. I'd label him as more a Gundogan successor.
Yeah.
Because like you say, if we were to go sign a Fernandinho replacement, I'd expect the club to go for something different, to offer something different for different kinds of games.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, guys. That's on your thoughts on this. I mean, like I say, it is only a rumour, it's only speculation. It's international break, so, you know, we're just chatting whatever we see.
Talk about.
Yeah, we're seeing this rumour and I thought it was mad. But you can sort of see why it's happening, and the rumours for Sterling to go to Barcelona, they're not going away anytime soon. So, you know, you never know, it could be some truth in it. Yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Like I say, it just helps other City fans find the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go check out the Ultimate Fan app. The link's in the description. It's free to download, 18 over, UK only, and you really help support the channel if you download it. The details are in the description. And you'll see you tomorrow. See you in a bit.